Howdy, this is Marissa with marisamoments podcast, where I give you my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. So, I used to always be affected by everything. I mean, I am a hypersensitive being, full disclosure, right? So I'm still pretty sensitive to just about everything, but now I'm more sensitive energetically speaking. Spences. What does that mean? Anywho, so I'm more sensitive to energies and just, energies overall, spirits, all of those types of things. However, before I was more sensitive emotionally, whereas if somebody even told me I was doing something wrong, my lower lip would start to quiver just uncontrollably. And I pretend like, oh, it's okay. But meanwhile, my lip is just quivering and I'm trying to mask it like with my hand or whatever it is, right? And it could be for something simple. Like even if someone was like, oh, your shirt is untucked or something, and I'd be like, oh my God, how could I be so dumb? And I don't say it like that just to make fun of myself or to make fun of anyone else in that same scenario, because I know the struggle is real. So I wouldn't dare make fun or belittle anyone. But that's exactly how I used to say it in my own mind, or outwardly, because I would be saying it through tears. Right? Or at least my eyes would well up because I'm just like so embarrassed or just so embarrassed. And the reason I bring that up is because the notion of detachment has been coming up so much lately. And what I've noticed behind it is that a lot of the same things that used to have such a hard and heavy hitting impact on me don't even budge me at all anymore. And the thing of it is, when the notion of detachment used to surface, I used to think, man, that's kind of like terrible. Self-judgment time. I associated it with disassociation or just completely hitting that light switch. So I would always say that, man, don't keep messing with me, because I will hit a light switch and I will go from completely being overly absorbed and just obsessed, right, with someone or something to just not caring at all, because that's what I've learned to do over the years to kind of protect myself, self-preservation. And so now what I'm learning and understanding is that I don't have to hit a switch. It's not quite as cut and dry as that. When it comes down to detachment, at least for me, what I've learned and what Spirit has been showing me, whether it be through actual meditation or just real life meditation. And real life meditation is basically when I refer to listening to music or doing a dance class or, doing the dishes, cleaning, anything like that. Anything that kind of takes your mind out of the specifics of the task and kind of allows yourself to, at least allows me to drift off into a more, subconscious state. Not quite conscious, not quite unconscious, but subconscious. So it's like middle ground, right? But anywho, what I've been learning over time is that I can still care while not caring. So let me break that down a little bit more. So the same people that used to have such a heavy hitting impact on me, whether it be, why can't they hear me? Why can't they see me? Or why don't they understand? Or any of those types of things that would just break my heart, because it was just like, I want to be able to be in everyone's realm of existence, but I feel torn because I feel abused in certain scenarios, right? Or, the notion of, unconditional love, right? Where I just kind of confused it with unconditional love meant like acceptance of literally anything and everything while still being like, I love you. And I know you love me too, even though, you make me feel like poop when you're around, and I always question my own existence, and I go into these spirals, and I have to be built back up whenever you exit, and I have to kind of shift myself energetically in your absence, and I have to build myself back up from the ground and all of these types of things, right? I thought that's what unconditional love is. And now I'm talking in circles. So let's just get back to the detachment notion. So the detachment for me is, so maybe these people reach out, right? But I've come to a place and space where I realize and recognize that maybe they're just not the healthiest people to have in my realm of existence. And that is completely fine. Does that mean that there's any love lost on my side? No, not at all. But what it means is that I no longer attach my sense of self, my sense of gratitude, my sense of validation, my sense of security, my sense of anything to whatever it is that they may think of me, or however it is that they respond to my having boundaries, or to my having to take a step back, or to my just existence overall. I no longer attach my sense of value to what someone else has to say over me, right? And furthermore, even if they do try to enter my space energetically in a negative sense, maybe try to get my attention through some sort of negative behavior. And I air quotes negative because that's all relative, right? But anyway, in this sense, we're going to call it negative, right? So when someone does try to do that, I don't feel any type of way about it. Yeah, I might point it out. Yeah, I might mention it to my husband in passing, but I don't feel connected or tied to it. I am now detached from the circumstance, and I don't feel like I have to carry the weight of someone else's actions, behaviors, mindset, any of those types of things on my shoulder, because that's not mine to carry. So that's basically it. So the bottom line of the bottom line is this: when you feel like the people that you love the most, right, or the people that have the largest impact in your life are maybe mistreating their stance in your world, then start working on practicing the art of detachment. They can still be in your existence. You can still be around them. You can still have conversations. You can still hang out. You can still do all of the things as you deem fit, because you are the one who sets the boundaries. You are the one who enforces the boundaries. And even furthermore, when these people prove themselves to be who they are, then you no longer have to feel any type of way. Anger, sad, whatever it is. So just detach. That's it. So if this message resonates, then that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening, and I wish you the best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to check me out on all of social media. I am basically all across the gambit, and be sure to look me up. It's Marissa with one S, because there's only one me. And last but not least, if spirit moves you, if any of these messages resonate for yourself or for someone else, then, sharing is caring. Not only could you share the information with whomever you feel deemed fit, but you can also send a donation. Anything and everything is greatly appreciated to help enhance and expand the mass awakening efforts. So that's it. And the information will be somewhere linked in the description. So until next time, happy healing.